Guys, what is up? Welcome to today's video. Today is going to be my October TBR. Today is September 30th when I'm filming this, and I don't have anything to read. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to pick out my TBR with you guys this month. I did okay last month, so we'll start with that. I had 8 books on my TBR. I finished 5 of them, and I'm in the middle of a 6th. Currently in the middle of Gone Girl. It's in my bed. I don't really want to go get it, but I'm in the middle of that. I'm listening to it on audio and also reading it physically. I like doing that sometimes. I'm really liking the book. I do know the ending because I've seen the movie, but the book is like, I can understand why people really love this book because it is really enticing. I also did read Someday, Someday Maybe, which was for my book club. If you guys want to see my reviews on these, definitely like check the next video, which is going to be my review of all the September books I read. There is one line in here that I really liked, but was not my favorite book. Mickey 7 I finished. This is a science fiction. Kingdom of Ash I finished finally. And then I also read Belladonna and Crown of Blood and Ruin, which is part of the Broken Kingdoms series. So those ones I did read. I did not get to What the River Knows, which is sad because this is the book I was like really excited to read. And then I also did not read Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. So these 2 books are going to go back in the bowl, and we're going to read those. Or we're going to just maybe pick them this month, maybe pick them next month. The really fun thing is that I did add prompts to the bowl here. So we have prompts and every single book on my physical and non-physical TBR, because I also have 18 books downloaded on Kindle Unlimited, and then maybe like 5 or 10 books that I just have on my iPad that I've never read. So I also rearranged this a little bit. So we've got fantasies up here, science fiction, and then down here is like lit fic, I guess. This is a fantasy really, but it doesn't really fit. And then we have some romance over here. You guys can't see, but there is another shelf on here which has historical fiction, historical romance usually, and then some nonfiction at the bottom. And then everything on my iPad is like a general everything. Let me actually grab my iPad because we're going to need it for some of these, I think, to read synopsises if they're Kindle books. Oh gosh, my hair is just a mess, you guys. I'm not feeling 100% the best today, and I meant to film this sooner. Didn't get to it. Haven't been feeling super well. So yeah, I did grab Gone Girl from my bed. So I'm on page 299 of about over 500. So I'm about halfway through, a little more than halfway through. Yes, I do things to my pages. I think books are meant to be read and meant to be loved, and they're not trophies for me. They're things that I read and then I lend them out or give them away, you know, unless they're a favorite book that I want to keep. I think that's wise. You know, why accumulate all this stuff that if there was a fire, this is going first. It's all paper. So I have a lot of books. Some of them I'll keep, some of them I won't. I tend to lend out books or borrow books, like this one I borrowed from a friend. She doesn't need it back anytime soon, but it is A Stolen Life by J.C. Duggard, a memoir that I wanted to read. So yeah, I'm currently finishing this one. So I guess that'll be part of the TBR because it's halfway done. And then my book club pick for the month is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. A bunch of my friends have finished it or are halfway through, and they are really liking it. So I'm kind of excited to read it. It's not super long. It is over 400 pages. So that's actually a lot, but it seems like it's going to be a quick, easy read. It is our October book club month, or our October book club pick. And it'll be by the end of October is our meeting. I think it's like going to be close to Halloween. I'm not really sure. I think we're going to do like a Halloween theme at someone's house and have like a fire, and I don't know, but it's gonna be fun. So this is the book that we're picking. Last month's book club pick I did not love. I don't think a lot of us loved it, but I didn't get to go to the meeting this month because of work, and that's a reason why I've really only finished 5 books this month as well, is just because I kind of forgot how much September and October suck work-wise. So I already have 2 books that are on my TBR. I guess Gone Girl is like a rollover, so I don't know if it really counts, and I will finish this, you know, within the next week or 2 probably. Mostly I'll probably just continue to listen to this on audio, or maybe I'll read it too. I don't know. We'll see. I was really enjoying reading it last night. And then this is my book club pick. So we're going to pick out 6 more to read out of the bowl. Inside the bowl, I have added some prompts. So it's probably like 20 or so prompts that I've added into here. And then also the names of every single book that is on my physical TBR and my non-physical TBR. So let's go ahead and pick one out. I'm pretty excited because I want to read. I want to read these books. I want to read all of these. I will be adding 1 to 2 to the end of this. So we may end up with like 10 books because I'm going to add 1 book. If one of the 3 that I really want to read, I can't get out of here, I'm going to add on. So we'll see. All right. Mixing it all up. This is a giant bowl of like prompts that I literally just like rip off pieces of paper and write on them. So it's not fancy. Let's go for this one. This says an odd number of pages. Ooh, this is exciting. Okay. So I guess I'll tell you which 3 that I really want to read this month. I really want to read Scythe, and I really want to read Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is by Neil Shusterman. Or I really want to read Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is dark academia. This is like about being a Grim Reaper, which is cool. And then this is like a vampire werewolf romance. So let's see if it has an odd number of pages. And if any of these do, I would really, really love them to. Epilogue. I'm going to do from the end of epilogue. So it says 396. If none of them have an odd number, I guess I'll just look at something else, which is sad. Babel has epilogue 542. Oh no. Let's see if Scythe, is it Scythe or Sith? I'm not really sure. This looks like, discussion questions. Is this from the reader? No, this is the last chapter. Okay, there's no epilogue in this one. It says about the book. 433, yay! Okay, so this one is going to be the first one on my TBR. I don't have to add an extra at the end. I may still want to read Bride. I just really wanted to read this, and Babel can totally wait for another fall month. One of those I really want to read this month. I'm really excited that it is Scythe. This is a new one to my physical TBR. I did buy some books this past month really quickly. The Life Impossible by Matt Haig. I added The Poppy War. I added Red Rising and The Naturals. Foxglove because I read Belladonna. And that might be it. I have 2 I have Matt Haig's memoir down here, Reasons to Stay Alive, and then also 2 big books. One is about Egyptian mythology and the other is about Viking mythology. So I'd be happy to get either of those books as well, because I feel like I can like read those a couple stories at once and then move on to another book and read those for a long time. But yeah, so yay, I'm excited to read this. Okay, next is, I'm gonna have to go through this bowl and find all the ones that I picked through prompt though. That's kind of annoying, but start a new series. Okay, so what is a new series? Lightlark is a series. Six of Crows is a duology, so I'm not gonna go for that. Oh, ACOTAR. I have ACOTAR, I've never read it. I did read all of Throne of Glass, obviously. Not gonna be doing that. Ledge. This is a series. Dawn of Onyx, Shatter Me, The Naturals, Red Rising, Dune, but not doing Dune. The Poppy War is a series. Butcher and Blackbird. I don't know if that's a duology or a series. The Inheritance Games, and I think that's it. And then down here are not. Oh, Outlander, but I'm not going to pick that one because it's on audio. I have it in book and audio, but you know. I'm glad we're getting a lot of the prompts. I was afraid I was going to not get any of the prompts. So, what do we have already? So we have Scythe. We have 2 like very October books. This is also the start of a series. I don't think Bride is, and I don't think Babel is. So I'm actually going to put those back on my shelf so I don't forget about them. But I don't think either of those are series. I think this is a standalone and Babel is a standalone. I'm not sure about that though, but that's okay because I got one that I really wanted to read. This one is kind of calling my name. I've bought this because I saw the like Instagram person. I saw the person who wrote this on Instagram and was like, oh, that seems like a cool book. So I saw it at the store and just bought it. Where is the back? In a place known as the Ledge, a civilization is trapped by a vast chasm and sheer mountain face. Rations are small, living is tough, and there is no escape without befalling a deadly drop. What's more, every season, the people must present themselves as a sacrifice to the Glacians, mysterious and vicious winged creatures who reside beyond the Ledge. Dawson is a girl, okay, because it says she is, has so far avoided the annual culling, but her luck has run out. She is ripped from her icy home with no idea what will happen to her, enslaved, murdered, worse. Fortunately, a half-Glacian called Ryan offers to help them both escape, but how can she trust the very creature that has plagued her life? Dawson is a survivor, and she's not afraid to cut anyone down to live. Slow burn romance, high stakes. Oh, I'm so tempted by this. Oh, Guild is also a series. I've heard amazing things about this one. The words are really big in this too. Do I go Ledge or do I do Guild? I'm gonna do Guild. This with like the, this is giving me more, maybe more winter. I am really excited to read this, but I think I'm gonna go Guild. I've been thinking about this one for a while. I've heard it's a little spicy, which isn't my favorite thing, but yeah, I'm gonna go Guild. Yay! Okay, that's 2. We have 4 more. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go to like the bottom to see if we can get something. A mood read. Oh my gosh. They're all prompts. I swear I put the names of the books back in here, but I'm just getting the prompts, which is exciting. I did that for a reason, because like last month I liked my TBR, but it wasn't like, I just feel like I want a mood read this month. I'm going to go Bride by Ali Hazelwood, because this is like the ultimate mood read for me right now. I'm very excited to read this. This is about a vampire and a werewolf who have an arranged marriage. I've heard interesting things about Ali Hazelwood's writing. I'm not someone who's read her before, and I don't really love romances, so, we'll see how it goes. All right, maybe we'll get an actual book this time. Okay, this one looks like it's older, so maybe it'll be an actual book. The Pretender. Okay, I'm excited to read this. This is a nonfiction. This is a memoir by Mark Ruskin. It is about his life working undercover for the FBI, and I find that extremely fascinating. It's also not ridiculously long. It's just over 300 pages, and this is one I've definitely been wanting to read. And I feel like this is going to be like a perfect book to like read in bed because it's hardcover, and like this is a very nice feeling book as well, although I'll probably remove the dust jacket. It's just like this on the inside, but I am excited to read this. I'm glad that I got a nonfiction book to read. That's exciting. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. All right, this one. I know I'm not showing it on camera, but All Systems Red. Okay, this is by Martha something. I have this on my Kindle Unlimited. I'm going to go to my Goodreads and read the description on that so it doesn't like think I'm starting it. I've actually read maybe like 5% of this book because I started reading it on vacation and was like, no, this is not vacation. Martha Wells. This is the first in the Murderbot Diaries. I believe these are all pretty small books. 144 pages. That is amazing. I love that. A heartless killing machine. I was a complete failure. In a corporate-dominated spacefaring future, planetary missions must be approved and supplied by the company. For their own safety, exploratory teams are accompanied by company-supplied security androids. Okay, so basically it's like about a robot who, very similar to like Mickey 7, although Mickey 7 wasn't a robot, but he was like, Mickey 7 was about a guy who like gets reincarnated every time he dies by the people on the ship, and so he has to do all these like suicide missions, and I really like that book actually. But this is a science fiction. That's great because I don't have any science fiction on here. I have a lot of fantasy and a couple thrillers and a memoir. Oh, they all just fell down, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm excited to read All Systems Red. It's one I've definitely wanted to read, and I've seen on some like, not as, so like I watch a lot of like the YouTubers and Instagram people who do like, you know, a lot of the fantasy romance stuff, and a few of them are more into like Brandon Sanderson and stuff like that. So All Systems Red, I'm pretty excited that this is on my TBR. Okay, last one. I hope it's a Kindle book, even though like I don't have room for anything on here. I do still hope it's a Kindle book because I want to read at least 2 on my Kindle a month because that makes sense. Okay, it's not a Kindle book, but should I pick until I get a Kindle book? I don't, I'm kind of wondering. So I got Trial of the Sun Queen, which I do want to read. Obviously, all of these books I have, I want to read. Lore has ended 12 years of torment under the Aurora King's rule. Her only desire is to escape and pay him back for every moment of misery she endured. When a surprise release finds her in the hands of the rival Sun King, Lore is thrust into the spotlight as she competes against 9 other tributes for the role of queen. That sounds awesome. Okay, I'm going to read it. I am going to pick one more to see if we can get a Kindle Unlimited book. Just because to make the, like, it worth it, you kind of have to read 2 a month. And it's like $11.99 a month, and I've only gotten All Systems Red. So let's see. The Poppy War. I'm going to pick until I get another Kindle book, just because that's what I want to do. And if I had more, if I only had a couple of physical books on my TBR, I would pick until I got another physical book. So Outlander, that's not what I was going for. What else? A pretty cover. Okay, I could probably pick a pretty cover from my Kindle library. So let's go to my Kindle library. Belladonna would have been a great one for this, but I did read that last month. Let's go to the library. Okay. Ooh, okay. So there's quite a few pretty ones on here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but this is like the top part of it. I'm trying to make sure there's no glare. So we've got King of Wrath, Kit Davenport, The Housemaid, Bonded by Thorns. That is a really pretty cover. One Dark Window. That's definitely one I have wanted to read. Heartless Hunter. Divine Rivals is really pretty. Quicksilver. Okay. It's going to be between Heartless Hunter, One Dark Window, Bonded by Thorns, or Divine Rivals. Ooh, I think I'm going to go Bonded by Thorns because that just is the prettiest one to me, I think. Heartless Hunter is really pretty as well. But yeah, I'm going to go for Bonded by Thorns. I don't remember what this is about, so I'll look it up on Goodreads and we'll see. Bonded. I feel like this is a recent ad. I mean, it's been on there for at least a month because I haven't added any since I like finished and returned the 2 that I read. Okay. This has, oh gosh, it's probably gonna have so many pages, isn't it? 352, not bad. Okay. Is this part of a series? Yes. There are 4 in it so far. I don't know if there's gonna be more. 4 beastly princes, 1 awkward bookworm. An enchanted world of fae, magic, and danger. I've always loved fairy tales. I've never imagined I'd actually be in one. When my father wanders into the enchanted realm of the fae, I know I have to go after him. And when I get imprisoned, I'll do anything to save him. Even trade my freedom for his. So this is like Beauty and the Beast. I had no idea I'd end up imprisoned by 4 sexy fae who turn into beasts at night. I have to win my freedom, and that means making a bargain with them. They must find their mates in order to break a curse. If I can help them do that, then they'll set me free. Sounds simple, right? It's not, because against my better judgment, I'm starting to fall for them. Oh my god, this is a Why Choose. I've wanted to read a Why Choose for a while. I don't really love spice, but I love the idea of like 4 guys fighting over me. So I'm really happy I picked this one. Yay. Okay. Yes. So excited. I have a lot of books now on my TBR, and as I said, October is a really tough month for me. But on the other hand, okay, so October is tough because work is just really demanding. It's the fiscal year end. I work in finance, and literally I worked like 5 days I didn't read for 5 days in a row last week and that's pretty much why I didn't finish my TBR or Gone Girl or any of the other books on my thing, because I just wanted to, I couldn't think outside of work. Also, baseball season for me is unfortunately over. The Red Sox are not in the playoffs, which is super sad. I watched the last game alone in my room by myself last night. Well, yesterday, because it was on at 3. But that's just a very sad thing. But it does mean I'll have a little bit more time to read, because I did watch the game every single night. So I think I should be able to read all of these. I read between 5 and 8 books per month. And I have 9 books now on my TBR. So there is potential that I won't be able to finish everything. But quickly, let's go over. So Bonded by Thorns is a Why Choose Fae romance. I'm very excited. I don't think it's going to be like a 5-star read for me. I'm going to go like 3.5 to 4. That's what I'm going to pick. I'm also not going to choose what order I'm going to read these in, because I just did not stick to that last month at all. And like, if I had not done that, I would have read What the River Knows. So that's sad. But okay, so we're going to read Bonded by Thorns and All Systems Red. Those are my Kindle books. And then we have Bride, which I'm very excited for. This is the one like I really, really, really wanted to read this month. And Babel, I want to read, but I'm okay that one's getting pushed to a different month, because it's Dark Academia, and that doesn't necessarily mean October. It could mean November or even spring or winter, or could have been last month. But for me, I mean, I read whenever I want. But Bride, excited. This one I'm very excited to read. It is something very different from the rest on my TBR. This is The Pretender. It is a FBI agent's memoir of his life doing undercover missions, which I think is super cool. This guy he looks familiar to me. I don't know if it's because I've looked at this book so many times or if he's like in the news. I'll have to look him up and be like, should I read that? I don't know. I mean, I'm reading it also for research for the novel that I'm writing. So Trial of the Sun Queen. Very excited to read this. Had I wanted to read this one before? I don't know. Like, I had wanted to read that. Guild was what one was this? Start a new series. So I'm excited to do that. Sith. Bride was the mood read. Sith was the odd number of pages. And then we're also reading How to Sell a Haunted House for book club and Gone Girl for I need to finish it. And I'm halfway through, and I do want to finish the book. So, and I want to finish it this month. So this is our stack plus 2 Kindle books. So that is 9. I did not mean to have 9 on the busiest work month of the year for me, but hey, we have it. So yay, that's exciting. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, what are you reading? Also, let me know what's like your favorite books of all time that you think I would enjoy. I got one last month, and I do plan to do like a reading subscribers favorites. So let me know what they are down below, because I really want to read other people's favorite books as well. As you can tell, I read a big variety of genres. Unfortunately, no lit fic this month. I guess I could have had the Poppy War, but I don't know if this is fantasy or not, to be honest. I mean, I definitely could still read The Life Impossible. I had wanted to read this last month. It's Matt Haig's new release. And I did get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, so it has like really pretty like inside and stuff. There's totally a possibility I could read this month, but we'll see. He's one of my favorite authors, which is why I bought this immediately. But yeah, it was $30. I was like, Jesus, that's so expensive. And I had wanted a paperback because all my other Matt Haigs are paperback. But anyway, yay! Excited to read these. Let me know, what are you guys reading this month? What are your favorite books that you think I should read as well? And I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching.